Good day, guys. Welcome back to Paida's Corner. Today we are going to show you how we maintain this Intex pool. So in the morning we start by removing the leaves, grass. As you can see, it is dirty. The gardener yesterday was cutting the grass and we were not home for 4 days. It was festive, so we just traveled. So I'm going to show you how we clean it. My husband will be helping me. So we just use this. Bought this net from Bona Adwell, so you can get it from Bona. You can put a handle if you want, but me, I prefer using it like this. So you just clean it. And now my husband will be telling you which chemicals we use so that it won't turn green or it won't have insects inside, and how we clean it.
All right, so here what we usually do is like I think, like I mentioned in my in the video that we're setting up the pool. We have our pump which we run almost on a daily basis. Ideally, they say you should run it like 8 hours a day. So we have our pump here connected to the mains every day, so that we run our pump. Yeah. So like right now the pump is running. As you can see, the water is going through and it's circulating. There is a filter there. We'll do another video later on showing you how we change the filters and cleaning it up. So here we have a sorry, let me show you this guy here. So we have this filter that we also bought from the local hardware. This floater lasts like a month. So we are taking this video when one of our floaters is almost finishing. So when the floater is new, it is like this. We are using this easy pool floater that we got from the local hardware. So good thing with this floater is that it has enough chemicals in it to last you like a month. When it's running, it has all the chemicals being distributed from within it. So we are going to be changing this one and putting a new one. Also, once in a while we put our chlorine in the pool. Usually we put chlorine when the water is turning green or something. Ideally, you should keep the pH levels balanced. So we try to always have the pH balance. So we have our chlorine and we have our acid. So what happens is, if you put too much chlorine, apparently the water can turn something milky. When the water is lacking chlorine, it turns green. So you put chlorine to make it okay, but sometimes it can go milky. That means there's too much chlorine in it. So when there's too much chlorine, you need to put acid. You are trying to balance the pH scale for our water. So this is our acid and this is our chlorine. But like we said, we usually do.
Where do you get your chemicals?
Once in a while. We bought all our chemicals from the local hardware. In Zimbabwe here we use Bola hardware. And I've been trusting this brand Easy Pool, that's what I've been using. You can use a different one, but I'm sure there is the floater. They have the chlorine and they have the acid. So like I said, that the other floater has reached the end of its time. So today I'm going to be opening a new floater. Also, as you can see, the flow is a bit the flow is actually very dirty, because like we said, we're not home for the past few days. So we would like to we also have to clean the floors. This area is very dusty, so as you can see, there is dust on the floor. So we usually do what we call we hoover the floors. Yeah. Okay, so when you're putting this, you just remember to remove this. There are some guys who are written remove before use. So we put it, then we just submerge it in water. So this one, it has all the chlorines, I think it has all the acids there. When you have it, you don't have to be doing much chemical treatments. I do chemical treatments on my own most of the times, just to make it very clean every time, but this will be enough. So I also have I want to show you one more thing that I use for the floor. So for cleaning the floors, we have this, it's a six, how many wheels are these? Oh, we have a 12-wheeler brush that we use for hoovering. I don't know if that's the correct name. I know they talk about the wheels, they are 4-wheelers, 8-wheelers, and whatever. So for us, we just bought this. Is what we found when we were looking, when we were searching for this in the supermarkets. They sell with a pole, because you need a pole so that you push it through. The pole is also sold separately, and this one is sold separately. This one, the one that I'm using here, it's a makeshift pole that I got. It was one of the pipes that I was using for something else, and we had to try and do some small DIY and buy our own
for plumbing
pipe from one of our plumbing projects that we're doing here. So that's what we use for cleaning. We usually clean the floor. After cleaning the floor, we then try to use our hoovers if it's too dirty, the floors are too dirty. But usually, when we are moving all this to the Intex side here, it tries to clean all the dust that is underneath. What else? What else do we do? All right, so I was talking about cleaning the floors. So what I have myself is I have these two pipes here. This one I got it from one of my old Intex pools, which is like this one. So it is the same as the pipes that we have going into the water. So I have this one here, and I have this extra one which I got from one of my small gadgets inside as well. So the idea, how I usually use these things, is I connect these together, because this one is the same size as the one that we are having here. So I'm just trying to put this one as a connector between the So what we do here is I usually connect this pipe into this, straight into this intake line. So the first thing that I do is to remove this guy here. So I remove this part here. Usually just throw it, maybe you can just throw it within the pool itself. So what I will have to do is to connect this one here and this one either onto my brush, or I can connect it directly on the floor. One thing that you have to mind is that if you don't remove airlock on these things, the water will not be able to flow to the other side. So just try to make sure that there is no airlock on these pipes. Yeah. Okay, so when I'm hoovering, this is how we'll be doing it. Now that we've connected our pipes from there to here, and the water is using the same circulation system that we had created earlier. So our water is moving as we are hoovering. As you can see, it is picking all the dirt that is on the floor and pushing it through these pipes out. Sometimes we also remove the pipe from within this from within this pool room here, and we can actually pick the dirt directly using our pipes. Okay, so this thing, it will be sucking all the dirt that is underneath. So sometimes I have to do it manually to suck all the dirt from here without connecting it to the broom. So there are days that I push all the floor dust and debris to one corner. Then I use this pipe to suckle all the dust that is on our ground. So this is one way to do the this is one of the best ways we do to clean the surface of our pool. Yeah, if you don't have these pipes, it is still possible to use the same to use this connection pipe. You put it inside the water so that it tries to drain, but just make sure that you deal with a lot of air which will be inside your pipes. Yeah, so I think that is it. One thing that I'm going to show you now, the last thing that we're going to show you is how I take care of the pump itself, which is what I'm going to demonstrate now, how we take care of the pump. Because, all right, so one of the things that we usually do here is to take care of our pump. So I'm trying to open this guy here. Yeah, yes, managed to open it. So right. Okay, so this is our filter. On our case, we have so many of these filters. We're very lucky to find these filters being sold in one of the local supermarkets, and they were quite cheap. But even if you have one filter, it's possible that you can also be cleaning. See, in between the filters, they can accumulate dirt. This one we cleaned it yesterday. So as you can see, some of the grass that we're pumping from there, it is accumulating here. So it is accumulating all the dirt. So it's possible to clean them you'll be opening this like opening pages as you try to maybe run some water through it. But for us, we also have a lot of these filters. Like I said, I think we have, I don't know how many, maybe 10, 20. Some are still very new. So after that, I try to always clear also this. So what I do myself, if you don't have like a big platform like this, because ideally the rule of water is like this now is on top of all the outlets and the inlet pipes. So when it's on top here, the water cannot flow out. But if I'm to change it maybe from the ground, if I don't want to do all this, there are those black stoppers that you can put to block water from coming through there. So you can put the black stoppers so that you put them down. So if you remove this part here, and the way that we have removed this, like the same way that we have removed this one, there are those black head like stoppers that come with the pool. You can put it this side, and you can also remove this guy and put another stopper. But for me, I just I prefer putting it on a raised platform like this. So when you are here, you see the water is not spilling because it is on top. Yeah, so like I said, the water is on top. And make sure that you've disconnected it from the power, because we don't want you to be electrocuted trying to do this. Yeah. So usually remove this for a few minutes. We clean it, like I said. You open every page, try to clean it every time. When you put it back on the ground, the water will start flowing naturally from the other side. So what we usually do is, because will be a lot of airlock, you can open this guy so that the air can can be released. Yeah, until you start seeing maybe water, you can close it. Remember to close it. If you forget it, to be sipping water slowly, and you'll be surprised later when your pump, when your pool is empty. So basically, these are the few maintenance stuff that we do here. Yeah, of course, you have to take care of your surroundings. We tried with a machine yesterday to cut the grass, but we need to, this is too close to the pool, so we need to do it maybe with a small grass cutter, or we can pull the grass off. It was also very hot, as you can see. Our black pepper is steering. It was hot in Zimbabwe for the past 1 month, and I think this thing has been having it now for more than a month, ever since we assembled it here. So yeah, that's how we take care of this thing. Hoovering, we don't do it every day. It's maybe once a week or two, or once in a fortnight. But things like taking care of the pump, like I said, you run it on a daily basis. If you find that maybe it is now too dirty, you can maybe make it in a week's time to always try to clean the pump. I mean the filter. Then, but don't forget to run the pump, and don't forget to put maybe chemicals like that. See, like this floater, I think it is 11 cents. Yeah. Then these are toys for my kids. Put them there. We also bought that scooper for removing grass and the leaves and something.
Okay guys, so don't forget to share, like, subscribe.